Hey y'all, it's Steve, Hobo with Wood, and it's my 1 year anniversary here on YouTube. And this video is going to be nothing about LightBurn, it's going to be nothing about lasers. We're just going to recap some of the madness that's happened over the last year. So if you want to be entertained, I hope, hang around. And there's going to be a big reveal. So my first laser is a laser that I have developed the attitude that I don't even like to speak its name in any of my videos, because they've always said even bad publicity is better than no publicity. So I'm like, well, I just don't even want to give them that. But that's a little bit sophomoric, a little bit childish of me. I see that when I watch some of Late Night with Stephen Colbert, when he refuses to say President Trump's name. It's childish. But I also can see where he has such disdain for that personally, because that's where I am with the laser that I shall not mention. But that laser was delivered to me by the postman on a Sunday, and that Sunday was Father's Day. Hence our 1 year anniversary. But I was surprised to see that it ran on a holiday, a weekend, and but that was so much excitement. I got my first laser, and let's take a look at that. Sunday, and it's Father's Day. And I got the U.S. Postal Service out here on a Father's Day holiday weekend bringing me the package I've been waiting for. I was a little bit surprised to see it come out on a Sunday and on Father's Day to beat off. And just lay it right there on the porch there. Now, are you a father?
Yes, sir.
Happy Father's Day, sir.
Thank you.
I ain't nowhere near done with the room, but it's starting to look a lot better. The table I've set up here is just a temporary table for me to get everything unpacked. And it's kind of like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. It's time to open some packages. Haven't got everything cleaned up and set up, but I'm anxious to see what I've got. Get this laser engraver assembled. And these are a bunch of goodies to begin putting out some smalls. So let's get this unpacked and see what we got. following this will be a few previews of what we try to tackle in the shop over the next couple of days. And if you haven't yet, press the like and subscribe button, and we hope to see you again soon. So that was the first video of Hobo with Wood and his laser adventures. That was the first attempt at this this whole adventure. So I was using my handheld, my Android phone, handheld camera. That's why sometimes you feel like you're staring up my nose, because as the arm gets tired, it was coming in closer and closer. And it's been a fun journey. So that was the first laser being hand delivered in by the postman. Now let's take a look at the big dog coming in. Okay, so the last laser I received was actually delivered by the U.S. Postal Service. This one was a little different. Turns out this truck driver and I actually used to work together. Small world. So, there is the Monport, all crated up in all its glory. I was told that I needed to inspect this before we removed it from the truck to make sure there was no transportation damage. The main concern was that nothing had been stacked on this crate at any time during shipping that caused any damage to the top of the laser, the housing. Once we get this open, you'll see this top is just a piece of plywood that's stapled really well to the crate, but there's no cross bracing across the top of it. So anything stacked on top of it would actually cause that plywood to sag and even potentially damage the lid of the laser. But here the cardboard's intact, no creases. We could see that there was nothing that had been apparently stacked on it of any size. With that part of the inspection over, was able to put the lid back on her, get her off the truck, get her on the ground where I can get her uncrated and do a full inspection. Okay, she is on the ground. ABF is leaving. We did pop the top on her, and it appears to be in good shape. Now we just need some strong backs. Now we got to get it out of the crate, up onto the porch, in the doorway, and into its final resting place. So the adventures with Hobo with Wood have not been solely about lasers. I knew nothing about lasers when I started this, knew nothing about LightBurn software. I learned how to use LightBurn software watching YouTube. That's where I got my foundation. Fortunately, I do have a pretty good grasp on how some software functions work, and so once I seen how the tools work, then I was able to start really manipulating that and building on the foundation that I got from YouTube. Well, my initial foundation for LightBurn is built 90% on the education I got from watching Louisiana Hobby Guy, Rich. And there was one tool in there in LightBurn that I got to where I was using, and a lot of you either use it a lot or wish you could. I've got some really good videos on it now. And that tools are the Boolean tools. And that's how I was introduced to Rich. I didn't know how to say Boolean to save my life. And with the way phonetics work and spellings work, I didn't know if it was Boolean or a silent B and it was Oolean, or B was pronounced as an H and it was Hoolian, or what. I had no idea how to say it. So I was butchering it left and right. Boolean, 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 Boolean. And that's usually how I would say it because I didn't know how to say it. Well, Rich commented and gave me a spelled out with what the phonetical spelling, I guess, of how you say the word. And that was my introduction to the Louisiana Hobby Guy. And it was so exciting for me, this novice, not knowing anything about what I was doing, and having learned what I had learned from watching his videos, that he took the time to comment in my videos. I was like, okay, one, he's watching and he's actually commenting. Holy smoke, mind blown. So I had to make a commemorative plaque to honor the day that acknowledgement happened. It was like, oh, Elvis is in the building. Take a look at this. Hey guys, it's Steve again, Hobo with Wood, and this is a for fun video. That's why it's in the playlist, just for fun. I'm in a new chapter in life, and this whole laser and hobbyist lifestyle is something that's brand new to me. I officially started using my laser on Father's Day 2022. That's when it actually arrived. So I've had no training, no prior knowledge of using LightBurn or the X tool until Father's Day. And it was suggested that I might document the experience with my YouTube channel. I had the YouTube channel, but I had never used it. So that's why there are some older videos in different playlists. If you go back and look throughout my channel, my travel experiences, I think there's maybe some work videos, but prior to this, I was automotive mechanic. I've done some small TV acting and movies and commercials. The way that I always recognized that I had reached kind of a milestone, if you will, would be by different accolades that I achieved, or big progressive moments. And when we were voted best of our local area for automotive repair tire shop for 10 years running, that was pretty significant for me. That was big. It's like, okay, a full decade of uninterrupted best of, okay? But I was also done some local theater, little notoriety, not much. But I really just enjoyed the acting. So I started pursuing professional acting. My first gig was with Mel Gibson in The Patriot, and I was part of the militia. There was about 20 or 30 of us. That was whenever there was a battle scene and Mel was on the battlefield. 20 or 30 of us were the constant guys that were always around him. And that was fun, a lot of work, but a fun experience. But that told me I wanted to be more professional. So I moved from movies and got into the local commercial scene. Did a lot of national spots with just about every NASCAR driver you can think of. I worked with all the big guys. I'm based out just outside of Charlotte, so a lot of the commercials, national commercials that require the use of a team and or a facility, are done over at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Not all, but a lot. And so that led to a lot of open doors for the commercial work. And I progressed. I got to be on surface with Lake Bell, and that was that was good. I worked on Army Wives with Sally Pressman, got knocked out by Sterling K. Brown. Uh, and so when uh, those were the TV shows, I actually got to see my big head on the silver screen in the movie Blood Done Signed My Name with Ricky Schroeder. So I've had some minor success in that area until my health issues said, okay, you got to slow down a little bit. So tackling this is a new idea. I'm no longer in the automotive field. I've been traveling for 2 years. That's where the name Hobo with Wood come from. For the last 2 years, I've traveled around up and down the eastern seaboard from Lake Superior to Key West and down to Louisiana, and had a ball traveling. But now with our present situation, economic situation, and the price of fuel being what it is, I have chosen to park, and I needed to do something. So I got my laser and went to work. I learned a lot of what I've been doing by watching YouTube. Some of my favorite channels and the ones that I'm subscribed to are the Louisiana Hobby Guy, Papa's Workshop, Build Dad Build, and I watch anything that, and of course LightBurn's official channel. But the way that I recognize that, okay, well, you've hit a milestone. Well, I am proud to say I have hit several milestones on my YouTube channel, but not the big one yet. I need that 1,000 subscribers. I need you guys to hit that like and subscribe button. But the biggest one for me to date is the following award. On this day, August the 6th, in the year of our Lord 2022, let it be known throughout the land, the Louisiana Hobby Guy commented on my YouTube video. So when royalty acknowledges you, you're doing something right. It was such an honor to have Rich comment. Now, mind you, he was just telling me how to say a word. But thanks for that. It means a lot to know that Rich actually, and he subscribed to my channel. Hey, that's, wow. That's huge for me. So that was in, I think, early August 2022. And you can start to see there in that video, I was starting to get a little stubble going on. I had quit shaving. I hadn't had the haircut since before we started this adventure, but about then is when I quit shaving. And so that's been growing. This has been growing since early August 2022. It is now June 2023. And we're getting ready to go get my first haircut and first grooming in a year. But isn't it silly about the things that we get excited about? I mean, Rich told me how to say Boolean. But that was the beginning of a wonderful friendship, and has led to the collaboration that you now know as the Laser Makers Realm with Rich, myself, and Patrick. And hopefully that is going to explode just like Hobo with Wood has. That's going to be with your support. If you haven't seen Laser Makers Realm, you need to go right here. Subscribe, hit the notifications so you don't miss those live streams and all of the free files. We're still struggling with the best date and time for the live stream, so that's why you should hit that notification bell, because it's a little tough to set the calendar by us. We figuring it out. It's kind of new to us. So the Laser Makers Realm is getting some attention and it's starting to grow, but we've got some really exciting things that are getting ready to start happening, so you definitely want to get on board now for a lot of big and exciting things that are starting to come down the road, and hopefully this thing's just going to really just blow up. And I guess I could say that Hobo with Wood has done just that too. Because when I first started this channel, it was with the goals of trying to make some money off of YouTube. Full disclaimer, I'm doing this to get paid. I had multiple heart attacks, strokes, and had to get out of the retail industry and sold everything I had. Now I have no income. None. None. I'm not old enough to retire. I'm not old enough to draw Social Security. So I need to have some source of revenue. So I said, well, people are getting rich off of YouTube. I'll try my hand in that. I'm going to dip my toe in YouTube, see what happens. Well, they say it takes about a year to even get monetized. Because in order to get monetized, in order to be able to start generating income off of revenue off of YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And that is challenging for a lot of people, especially when they're doing something and they don't know what they're doing. But I was fortunate. I hit my 4,000 watch hours in less than 3 months. And they say it takes over a year to do. I did it in less than 3 months. But getting those subscribers was a little tougher. It took me 4.5 months to get those 1,000 subscribers. And now we're at almost 4,000 subscribers in a year. So I'm operating, I'm growing at 4 times the normal rate, which is, thank you for watching. I wouldn't be here if you weren't there watching. You are responsible for me being here now. However, the revenue's not working. So it's a tough pill to swallow whenever you look at all the work that goes in to make these videos happen and to have little to no payoff on it. So if you're not familiar with how the YouTube works, the actual monies, take a look at this real quick. So these are my channel analytics, and I'm looking at total lifetime. So let's go back and look at last year. Last year, I made $195 off of YouTube. Now, I did not get monetized until October. So that was November and December. That was 2 months of monetization. So I've averaged about $100 a month. This year, we're at June 16th, so we're halfway through the 6th month. I'm only at $550 total estimated revenue. I'm making $100 a month doing these videos for you guys. YouTube is not paying the bills. That's why I'm so thankful for my patrons. The patrons are what make this channel happen, and they're the reason that I'm still here today. Had they not signed up and come on board, I couldn't continue to do this. So if you found my videos helpful and you're not a patron and you're not supporting by buying any of the files from Hobo with Wood, I ask you to do this. If there is a particular video that you find extremely helpful, just go over when you look at any video that you found that was awesome. You said, oh my God, I learned so much. Thank you. I appreciate the comments. They give me some sense of, okay, yeah, this is what you want to see. But when we look at a video, and I'm going to mute this, I hope. Yeah, mute.
Listen, there's a good chance.
Right here. Here's this super thanks button. If you find that video extremely helpful, buy me a biscuit. Hit that button and send me a few dollars. Google's going to take a cut of it. So, $1, I'm going to get 70 cents, give or take. So, send me $5. If you found that video helpful, man, it's going to help me out a lot. If you don't want to go through Google, you can go through, I'll have all of the different payment methods down below in the show more section, so you can see the ways you can help bless me with a financial gain for this amount of work, because that is so frustrating. If you guys only knew the amount of time that goes into developing this content to help you, but it is for me to make money. And this in itself, analytics, $85 this month, that's a tough pill to swallow. Really is. So I decided to clean up my act, because I may actually have to go find a real job. Unless, if you want to see this channel hang around and continue to learn with me as I learn with my laser adventures, I'm going to ask you for a one-time anniversary present. A one-time first anniversary present. Because I might ask you again for the second anniversary. But a one-time first anniversary gift of $20. I've got almost 4,000 subscribers. If I can get just 1% of my subscribers to send me a one-time anniversary gift of $20, that'll get me through the summer. At least. So, if you enjoy this channel, and you're a subscriber, and you're benefiting, if you're not a subscriber and you just want to be a good guy, look in the show more selection or show more section for those options of how you can donate to Hobo with Wood, and let's keep this channel going and have some fun. So for those of you who are old enough, you remember PBS used to have annual telethons. They might have even been biannual, but I think they were annual telethons, and that's how PBS raised money to keep the memberships coming in and to keep the broadcasting going out. Well, essentially, that's what my anniversaries are going to be. I'm going to do a telethon, ask for money every anniversary, unless I get to the point where I am making money hand over fist and I can afford to just support every other maker that's out there. But right now, I'm not there. I don't see it being there for a while. So we're asking you for a one-time Hobo with Wood donation, support, anniversary gift. One time, $20. I was told by a manager many years ago when I was in sales, you'll never get it if you don't ask for it. Now, that can be a close, that can be a date, that can be a raise, it can be whatever. But you'll never get it if you don't ask for it. So I do not feel in any way, I don't know, I don't feel any negative vibes from asking you for a one-time anniversary gift. So if you go to the movies and you spend on a date, you buy 2 tickets to a movie, drinks and popcorn, you've just spent $50 for 2 hours or 2.5 hours of entertainment. You hope you're entertained. You may only come out of there slightly entertained and a little bit heavier from the junk food, and you didn't learn a damn thing. If you've watched 5 or more of my videos this year and you've actually learned something, wasn't that a better investment in your time than going to the movies and wasting $50? So I'm only asking you for $20. One time, right now, get on there, find those links down below. Let's make this happen. Let's keep this channel going. I really enjoy doing this, but it's got to be financially beneficial or sustainable. Not even beneficial, just sustainable. Right now, I've not reached sustainability yet. So, thank you for hanging around. Ta-da! The new Hobo, at least for another year, maybe. We'll see. I thank you for watching. Consider signing up for Patreon. Find those donation links down below. And until the next video, and it will be about projects, I won't ask you, we won't do this again for another year. If you're still here, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.